Awesome. We are live now. So welcome. So I'm going to be doing your weekly reading for November 29th to December the 3rd, I believe, right? And for this reading, I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot. Okay, I think you guys are very familiar with this card. I've been using this deck a lot. It is my favorite. And also the Psychic Tarot. Okay, for this reading. If you're not aware of this deck, the deck looks like this. So, right? So this is my favorite one too. So, all right. If you did not already take a look, I did a previous video pulling out oracle cards. So if you would like to take a look at the oracle reading that I recently did, you can take a look. I'll leave it under the description, or at the end of the video, you can just click on it and I'll leave it there so you guys can take a look at the readings for this coming week as oracle cards. So I like to kind of switch them up between oracle cards and tarot cards. So just because I feel like they both have different energies and different frequencies, right? So if you would like to take a look at that, just go at the end of the video. You can click on the video and watch it. Okay. And yeah, so I'll be doing your weekly reading for November 29th to December the 30th, okay? So let's take a look here for you guys. Hello, yes, I am. Thank you for coming. It's kind of late, but no, one video at night is better than no video. Okay, so let's see what's in store for you guys. So let's take a few cards for the beginning of the week and the end of the week. Okay, and then I'll take out other cards for the readings after. So the first card that came up for you guys is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very confident with their skills. So looks like you've been working really hard on something. Maybe you've been crafting something that requires your skills, something that you are admired, perhaps at work or at home, or just something that you take pride on. So the Queen of Pentacles is a card of craftsmanship, is a card that represents the earth element, so very grounding energies, okay? It definitely revolves around your skills and abilities, right? So it probably took a while for you to develop these skills, right? It probably took a while for you to reach a certain stage of confidence and a certain a level of expertise, perhaps, right? And working on your craftsmanships, right? Because she is somebody who is very skilled and she takes pride on that. She's very confident in what she has achieved and what she has built. The Queen of Pentacles is someone that is also very grounding, very nurturing, very connected with her physical body. So you may be connecting with certain foods, watching more your physical body, your health, right? It's a Virgo energy too, so it's very grounding. So you may be much more in tune with your physical body, much more careful with what you eat throughout the week, in the beginning of the week, much more conscious of it, right? So this is what the Queen of Pentacles is about. She connects with the earth. She is the earth element, right? And same time, same time you may be connecting with the earth around you, perhaps being in tune with the nature, perhaps, whether it is winter, summer, it doesn't matter, but it looks like you're going to be very connected to it, right? So the Queen of Pentacles also holds a pentacle here, a gold pentacle, and this often represents like her skills and her pride, something that you've been working. It could be a business as well, something that brings in money and finances, because she is somebody that, works to earn her pentacles, similar to the King of Pentacles. But the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is a much more nurturing than the King of Pentacles, right? So you have more of that energy, more of that softness within you throughout the beginning of the week, right? And this is what the Queen of Pentacles represents. And you can tell that she's built herself up. Perhaps things have been a bit rough, but now she has, she kind of polished herself. Looks like, she's bearing the fruits of her labor too, similar to the King of Pentacles, but a bit more with a feminine energy, a bit more kind of Mother Gaia feeling, right? Mother Gaia, and very much more grounding, right? Much more nurturing. So these are the energies that I feel for you for the beginning of the week. You're going to start off as the Queen of Pentacles. Perhaps at work you will feel recognized within your hard work and what you've been building for yourself throughout the week or throughout the years, perhaps, right? So you will feel like much more grounded, much more stable, right? And people will see you as the Queen of Pentacles. Whether you are female or male, it doesn't matter. But this is kind of the energy that you're going to be portrayed in the beginning of the week, okay? Now, as we progress throughout the week, I feel like certain things will come to the surface in regards to your emotions. So, certain things will, I'm not sure which phase we are in the moon right now. We could be, well, I think we are leaving the full moon now. I'm pretty sure we may be entering a waxing moon, but I feel like waters are, I feel like your emotional state may be a little bit turbulent throughout the middle of the week. Not as much. It's more like a bit more of a cautious energy, kind of more in tune with situations that have affected you emotionally, mentally, physically. So I feel like this is a moment where you're kind of want to step back, right? Because things have been a bit rough for you guys, right? And seeing that you've worked so hard to become the Queen of Pentacles, right? That I feel like you're going to be a bit more cautious this week so that you don't basically you don't want to mess things up, right? So in order for you to kind of be safe in that sense, you may step back a bit, right? And this is where the Two of Swords come, right? So the Two of Swords suggests kind of like backing up a bit, not wanting to give too much of your emotions, or not kind of being cautious, because perhaps in previous situations that you have gone through, in regards to jobs, in regards to relationships, friendships, any sort of interactions, or any situations that you probably risked yourself, or probably in regards to risking yourself in certain businesses, right? And that did not work well, right? Or certain partnerships that did not work well, or perhaps certain jobs that did not work well, or interactions or friendships or acquaintances that did not work well, right? So that's going to be coming up to the surface again for you guys throughout the middle of the week. So, take a step back, be cautious with certain situations. It's okay to, look both corners where you go, right? Because you've been hurt, and you've had these experiences already, and so it's like you're already cautious, and you're kind of stepping back and not giving too much of yourself, or not allowing yourself to be more vulnerable than you have been before in the past, right? So you're kind of stepping back. You're kind of, crossing your heart a bit, kind of protecting and shielding your heart in regards to certain situations, and not allowing yourself to become vulnerable again and get in certain situations that you did not quite like, right? So this is what I feel. But you are quite at peace with certain things, though. I feel like certain things have, you've learned a lot from your experiences, right? And this card comes with painful lessons, right? The Two of Swords does come with painful lessons and situations that could have affected us greatly, right? So the Two of Swords is, see, because you see, like, kind of like a waxing crescent moon, so we may be entering that. I have to check my calendar. But even though all these things have happened to you guys, I feel like you're quite at peace with it, and like, kind of like, you've overcome the situation and you kind of let it go. Like, you've already been through the storms and inner storms and torments and maybe pains and situations that made you want to be like the Two of Swords and kind of like cross your heart in that sense, right? So you've already been through that and been through the storms and have overcome it and healed from it. And I feel like you're kind of like at peace right now, and kind of like letting it be and kind of letting it go. So that's why I feel like the waters in the end will calm down behind you. It is a bit, there is a little bit of torment, but it's more like a mental torment, I feel, coming back, and kind of like that's making you more cautious, right? With whatever situation you're confronting, right? But overall, I feel like you have like kind of like a serene sense of the situation, right? Very calm, very peaceful, kind of like acceptance. That's what I feel. Okay, so that is the Two of Swords. So the other card that comes back, oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to take a bit of water. So yeah, so that's great. So we have like very earthly grounding energies in the beginning of the week. And then we enter the week kind of like with an air element and kind of trying to get through things mentally. I feel it is emotionally, but it's mostly mental, your mental thinking patterns that could be affecting you guys throughout the middle of the week and kind of getting you a little bit off balance, right? So okay, so at the end of the week, what I see for you guys is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is very similar to the Queen of Pentacles, except that the Page of Pentacles is kind of inexperienced. So you may be learning something new, trying to wrap your around a new technical situation, or wrap your around a new lesson, or getting to know someone, or learning something new that it's kind of like going through a learning curve, right, at the end of the week. Because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very experienced at what they do. So it's a strong foundation. So she worked years to build where she is now, right? So she has a solid foundation and has gone through the rough patches already. So you guys have gone through the rough patches, whether you're female or male, doesn't matter, but you have gone through the rough patches and you have earned the status that you are, right? A bit more gentle energy than the King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles has more of that softness, so you are kind of, being a bit more gentle with yourself and a bit more soft. So that's the difference between the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is more kind of new and inexperienced, right? So she is like young there, and she's holding this giant pentacle that is quite fascinating for her. It's quite overwhelming, seeing that the pentacles is much bigger than her. So it's a bit hard for her to handle all these responsibilities, perhaps, or all these new technical things. I don't know why I'm thinking about technical things, maybe learning of software of some sort, or it could be a new business or new venture that you're quite curious about, learning how to maybe set something for yourself that can help you, or learning about a new topic that is that takes quite some time in order to get good at it, in that sense, right? Like a learning curve, like I mentioned. So it is quite a big pentacle. It is perhaps something that's going to help you make money, but it's a bit overwhelming, but you are very curious about it, and you are very excited for it, and you're willing to put all that time and effort to learn about it, right? Because the goal is to become either the King or the Queen of Pentacles in regards to whatever endeavor you're learning right now, right? And you are learning a new endeavor here, right? So yes, I really feel like throughout the week, very grounding energies, very earthly, like really setting your roots to the ground, very like trying to set a foundation for yourself and something more secure, and kind of like perfecting your skills, right? And you're starting off with a week knowing something very well, right? And also watching yourself as well with your body. And throughout the week, you will be confronting certain mental conflicts that will want you to be cautious of certain situations and pull yourself back, and not give as much. And then at the end of the week, you're starting to learn something new, and something that you're quite fascinated about, and would like to pursue on it even more further. And that's what I see. It's very flourishing. It's very positive, right? You have spirit guides watching over you, and there is a level of innocence in regards to this, and seeing how much abundance and how much I see in the background, how much is flourishing, how beautiful it is. I feel like there is like an optimism in regards to what you're gonna approach at the end of the week. There is something that, like, a promising, like the things will turn out very positive with what you're learning and what you're trying to perfect, right? So that's great. So that's what I see for you guys for the week. I'll take a few cards from the Psychic Tarot to get a little bit more information in regards to this week, right? So if I add all these together, we have the High Priestess energy. So you are required to listen to your intuition, and that's what I'm getting with this reading. There are certain things that you have to be cautious about. And I think it's regarding the Two of Swords, right? So the Two of Swords, it's kind of like being cautious with the certain situations, right? And being mindful of things that what happened to you in the past, and making sure that it doesn't repeat itself again. So I get the High Priestess energy here with this card, and that's, and with it linking to this, it is telling you to be cautious. Like, it is kind of like it's kind of like supporting your gut feeling. Like, it's kind of like saying, yeah, what your gut feeling is, it could be accurate. So yes, like, watch out for that. That's, so whatever gut feeling you feel in the middle of the week, or any intuitive messages you're getting in regards to certain people, in regards to situations at work, in regards to friendships, in regards to acquaintances, in regards to anything you're dealing with, or even businesses and partnerships, take a second thought on that, because you're getting messages from spirit, and they're telling you something to be mindful and cautious about, right? That's what I feel, because whenever the High Priestess energy is supporting something, is just definitely supporting you and heightening your intuition in regards to anything you're dealing with throughout the week, right? So you have to take precaution, because the High Priestess is all about hidden things, hidden secrets, and things that you can't really see in the surface, but it's behind the scene, right? So yeah, that's something to be cautious about throughout the week, okay? So let's take a few cards from the Psychic Tarot. See what else they have to say. Okay, we have accelerated motion. So things are going to move quite quickly this week, okay? So be prepared. Very exciting, very optimistic things moving forward very quickly. Okay, maybe things that you were expecting. Okay, so we have accelerated motion. Okay, so this card gives me like a feeling of optimism and positive things moving forward. As you can see, the stars are flowing by. Also, this card is like, you also see in the Rider Waite with the wands flying past. So that usually represents messages and communications flowing back and forth, right? That are positive and that are moving things forward. So things that were stagnant are finally kind of progressing and moving forward. So you can finally see things moving, right? Things that you were expecting, things that you were wishing for, right? Because, you wish upon a star and the star falls and you wish upon it, and you don't see those things come forward yet, but then finally you're going to start seeing those things, move forward and kind of appear in your life and kind of start happening, right? So that's the feeling I get with this card in the beginning of the week, is like you're going to start to see those things, those optimistic things, or those wishful thinking, actually start to be manifested throughout the beginning of the week, and you're going to see it move forward and flow forward, okay? So this is what I see, very positive, very kind of gives me that dream feeling, like I said, wish upon a star. So create vision boards this week, visualize something, plan something now for your future as well, or create dreams. This is a time to dream, right? And that's what I feel. I get that feeling of like, those magical stars that you see at night. So like it gives me like feeling of mysticism in it. So because we do have the High Priestess energy in the middle of the week, so this can probably enhance it throughout the week. So yeah, things are moving forward for you. Things that were stagnant. Also, perhaps situations, that maybe in regards to work, things have to be moved forward much more faster, perhaps, or not. I don't feel like it's a stressful energy. I just feel like, whoa, like a lot of things happening at once, and like it's kind of exciting, and you're moving forward with those things really quickly in an exciting way. That's what I feel, right? The other card we have is Prosperity Begins. Okay, so prosperity is the Ace of Pentacles, and perhaps you've been working on something very important for you that can bring in finances, whether it is a business, whether it is something, a foundation you're working on, or even a relationship you're working on. This is promising prosperity for you and later on. Like a lot of things that you're working on is going to be so beneficial for you in the future. And that's why it says prosperity begins. So whether you're working on a partnership or whether you are building something with a spouse or partner or a friend, whatever, even at work, it looks very promising. It looks like this tree is growing and the roots are being formed very firmly, right? You have the support of one another. Right here you have, looks like she's sustaining the roots of the foundation, and then you have the partner perhaps, or the spouse, or the friendship, or whichever, the work is sustaining also the roots with support. So looks like it's a time also to allow people to help you in certain things, or help other people, or team up, or cooperate with each other. I feel like with more cooperation comes, things become more solid and more fruitful, and things become more positive and flow more quickly, right? Just like we have accelerated motion. Accelerated motion usually happens too when, there is cooperation and there is a sense of teamwork and kind of seeing the big picture of the situation and going through the same direction. And so things can move quite quickly when that happens, right? And so you see the tree here, how it's slowly growing and becoming more firm, right? And you see the fruits growing and the fruits getting bigger and bigger, right? So that gives me the feeling like the abundance and the prosperity is just gonna grow even more bigger if, if you both sustain this, right? Or if you and whatever you're working with, your business, you sustaining your business also can flow, like it's like this, it can grow and it can bring more abundance for you, right? But I do get the feeling that it's like a partnership feeling, whether it is your relationship, whether it is your spouse, right? Whether it is at work, whichever it is you're dealing with, there is a sense that you have to kind of work with someone together in order for it to happen, right? And there has to be a sense of cooperation, right? Without that sense of cooperation or seeing eye to eye, really things don't really work out after. Like things can really break down, and things can't accelerate. Things get stagnant. That's what happens. Things do get stagnant when there's no sense of cooperation together and progressing something together. So that's what I see. But I feel like there is a sense of harmony and there is a sense of cooperation throughout the week and in the end of the week, which will definitely help things to accelerate very, very quickly, much quickly. Okay. So this is great. This is promising, the business flowing. If you're starting a business, it's going to start to work out and you're going to start to see the fruits of your labor, and you're going to see like this little tree or plant slowly grow and grow, and the roots so slowly kind of put itself firm in the earth. So yeah, lots of grounding energy this week I sense for you guys. Lots of earth element, lots of yes, kind of like finally seeing the fruits of your labor, finally being in that kind of role in your life, or feeling that sense of connection with the earth, nurture energy as well. Yeah, and also kind of learning something new that can actually be quite exciting for you, right? And lots of support as well with someone, or something in regards to work perhaps too, or relationships, right? Okay, so all right, so that was your reading. There is a lot of introspection because I am adding the card 8 and 1. So there is a sense of kind of like introspection. I do sense like kind of going back a bit, needing to be having that time on yourself, by yourself. The Hermit energy, right? So Priestess energy and Hermit energy. So they both work together well, in a sense that you need to step back and reflect on certain things and kind of isolate yourself with certain situations in order to get psychic insights, in order to get intuitive insights, in order to perceive things on a higher level or see things beyond, the mental mind, the mind or the intelligence. It helps us because we push everything away. Then we have access to channel whatever we want to channel or any intuitive messages. And we're going to need it this week because there are certain things that are kind of suspicious or kind of like weird, kind of like, I gotta watch out for that, or I gotta watch out for this person, or I gotta watch out with this person at work, or these interactions or these friendships. Are these friendships really real, or if there's something behind that friendship, or what I mean? Are they gonna, are they trustable or not, or the people in the situation, are they trustable? So there's going to be like a lot of these situations where you're going to have to step back and be cautious, right? So but it's not regarding this though. This is like a strong foundation. Whatever you're building, whether it's a business, either at your job, even if it's your job, if it's a strong business, right, then I feel like you're kind of like finally being sustained because the roots are finally being firm and it's not like a rocky foundation. It's not that. I think like the Two of Swords has to do something with the past experience, not really with the good things that are happening to you perhaps at work, because there is like a level of, security that I feel here for you. I think it just has to do with a pain body, something that you need to resolve from the past that still needs to be healed, right, too. And it's kind of making you cautious too, but like I said, you have the High Priestess there, so it is telling you to be cautious for some reason. So, but later on, I think it's going to start to unfold as we head towards the end of the week. Okay, so hi, Nat. Is it the Nat that I know, or no? Oh my gosh, you're here. Hi. I knew it's you. Hey, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were subscribed. Oh, thank you. What did you think about the reading? Did it resonate? Did it help? And Kevin was there too. That's true. Good for you. Oh, what's good for me? Yeah, I hope it helped with your situations too that you're going through. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, I didn't know you were subscribed. Oh, okay, good. Yay. Do you want me to pull one more card for you? Just for you. Yes, do it. Stalk me. Yes, Bubba. I'll take one card for you. Kevin, do you want me to take a card? Are you still awake? Okay, we'll take a card out for Natalie. Yes, take over the chat. Do it. Do you want to ask a particular question, or you just want me to take like a random card out? Yeah, I'll take it out. I mean, you're the only one here. I think Kevin passed out. Okay, so which deck do you want? Do you want like the Psychic Tarot, or do you want like the Witch's Tarot? Which deck do you want? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll do the Psychic Tarot because I like how it has like other messages other than. Oh, really? So you're gonna choose a Psychic Tarot? Okay. Okay, cool. So let's take one card. Oh wait, 3 cards, right? So I'll do like meaning reading, 3 cards. I'll pull 3 out. nice cards. You have, so the first one you have is Material Harvest. So this one is like the Nine of Pentacles. So it's kind of like similar to the Queen of Pentacles, the first card that I took out. So it's kind of like gathering all the things that you worked so hard on and kind of like enjoying the fruits of your labor. Like, you know, how he's harvesting everything. Like, you know, once like you worked and you like worked on your crops, you planted everything. And then like it's like finally everything is, you know, you can pick up and you can harvest. So it's like in your life, something in your life is feeling like you can finally harvest it. So whatever it is, whether it's regarding work, whether it's regarding in your life, whether it is something that you've built for, anything in your life right now, you are feeling like a sense of like you're harvesting something, or you're kind of enjoying kind of like a status. Like the Nine of Pentacles is someone who has, you know, has her savings set up, has everything, has, you know, that her status, has achieved certain things. So it's something that you've worked hard on, and maybe it's not regarding work, but it could be regarding other things in life that you've worked on, and you're kind of gathering it and you're kind of like harvesting it now. And it's kind of like a feeling of abundance. Like there's a feeling of abundance that you're becoming aware of. That's what I feel. Oh, yay, it makes sense. That's great. Okay, awesome. Yay. Okay, and we have another card here called the Crown Chakra. So the Crown Chakra is, I'm not surprised that you get this card, but like, I don't know, the Crown Chakra is kind of like activating for you. And it's going to be activating. Like you're going to start to, there's going to be more of a sense of awakening, I feel, coming for you, more channeling, more messages coming from somewhere, either through your spirit guides, either through family members, or either from something else. But something's going to be coming through to you that's going to kind of like make you more aware of a situation. It's like your crown chakra is going to be kind of activated. Like it's like, I know where like our chakras are already kind of like activated, but there's going to be something that's going to be like a new, like a download, like it's going to flow more, like there's like another wave coming down for you. That's what I feel like. So you're kind of like, you're going to get certain messages, certain channeling that is going to help your awakening process even further. Okay. So if I add this together, an awareness about a situation that's gonna help shift your life a bit. Like before you weren't aware about something, but then later on you're going to be aware of a situation that's going to kind of shift you a bit. Like it's like a little shift, like like you're going to start to kind of understand things a bit differently. Like it's going to shift your reality a bit. Like you're going to be receiving, you know, your crown chakra to be more activated and kind of flow more, a bit more. Also makes sense. Going through it changes and we feel like ascending feels. Yeah. Well, this is not for like right now. This is like later on. So if you feel like it doesn't feel like it's happening, maybe like throughout the week, you're gonna start sensing it. Kind of like feeling something different, like a new awareness, or I don't know, just, you know, activation. I sense like a sense of activation, and that's going to kind of shift your reality a bit. It's going to shift the ego a bit, you know, things that we perceive differently is going to start to kind of shift. You also have the Six of Pentacles. No, the Six of Cups. Okay. So this is memories of love. So you're probably going to connect with people or friends or family members or something in your childhood that's going to bring you like a level of joy and happiness again. So it's like nostalgia. So this is something that's going to bring you a sense of nostalgia again. So something's going to help you kind of connect and tune into that kind of warm, fuzzy feeling of the past. So like a warm, fuzzy feeling regarding something, regarding a situation, a warm, fuzzy feeling regarding your childhood, or regarding something in your life that felt safe that felt safe and secure. So it doesn't have to be doesn't have to be in your childhood. It could be in your older years, but something that like makes you feel like that, or like sharing something with a friend or family member, or going back to a place that brought you memories and brought you kind of good memories and safe memories, right? So that's why I feel like memories of love and kind of help you kind of tune into your heart space again, and feel that sense of security and feel that sense of joy again, right? So that's what I see. Overall, I think, well, 9, 16. Yeah. Overall, this is kind of like the Fool. So I'm not surprised that you have like the energy of the Fool, like because it's like jumping into new things, like taking risks on certain things and beginning something new, like a new journey, like a new beginning, right? And the Fool is all about stepping forward and trusting in the universe and trusting in where your intuition is guiding you. So I feel like that's going to be supported with the crown chakra. So that's going to help you. So the crown chakra, whatever you're receiving throughout the week, that is kind of like activating and becoming more aware about a situation, is that it's going to bring you information that's going to help you with what you're doing. It's going to help you with like certain whatever you're jumping towards, whatever you're taking a risk on, whatever you're moving forward to, that will bring new beginnings. That's kind of like the crown chakra. Your crown chakra is gonna be really activated during those times for you to support you in whatever you're moving forward towards, and it's going to bring you insights and ideas to what should be your next steps. That's kind of like the thing I see. Can I get a clarification card? 6 of Cups. Yeah, sure. I can take like 2 cards for the 6 of Cups. So I can like take 2 cards with it and see more in details with it. I feel like the 6 of Cups is related to someone, I feel. Because we have the Knight of Wands here. Oh, that's great. I'm so happy it resonates. So you have like the Knight of Wands. So I feel like it is someone you're connecting with. The Knight of Wands is like, it usually is like a male energy. But it could be female energy, but it's like a male energy with lots of fire. I remember one time I took this card for you too, and that was like a long time ago. And but I feel like this card shows up for you a lot. But anyways, the Knight of Wands is like a card of like fire and movement and chasing and progressing. It's also a card of like getting things done quickly. Same time, like things like they're like rushing as well. But there's like a particular individual who is the Knight of Wands who you may be interacting, who perhaps wants to interact with you, or you want to interact with them. And there is a level of like communication, because we have the Ace of Swords here too. So the Ace of Swords is about communication with the Knight of Wands. So you will be communicating with someone who is the Knight of Wands, who is a very fiery individual, very passionate in what they do. They move forward very quickly, and they come very quickly, right? So it's like a fire element. Either that's you or this is somebody else. And there will be some sort of clarification with this person, some sort of communication with this person. And that's why there's going to be like a memories of love. It could be somebody in your past that you know and that you may be encountering again, kind of meeting up with them, because there is like a level of like wanting to move forward very quickly in this encounter or meetup or communication. Oh, that's great. I'm glad like it resonates. But yeah, the Knight of Wands is somebody very fiery, very moves quick, like very passionate movement, like chasing and moving and quick, very very passionate with what they do. They move very quickly. And the Ace of Swords is like the beginnings of something that regards communication and clarity. So there is going to be like a gentle, innocent connection with this person, somebody in your past, perhaps. Right? So at the end, it's going to be like very nice, a very nice welcoming of this Knight of Wands. So either you're the Knight of Wands or this person is the Knight of Wands. So that's what I see. So there is like a sense of safety and security, of memories, right? So, or it doesn't have to be somebody from your past. It could be somebody that brings you a sense of safety and security. Probably you're like, yeah. But there is like a gentle innocence of rekindlement or connection. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I'm so happy you joined here in the reading too. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you liked it. So yeah, and that was your personal reading. If you want to know what's up for your weekly reading, you can just watch the beginning of the video and you can see what's up for you guys for the beginning of for this week. Okay. Oh yeah, I took a while. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I had to move and everything was so rocky and very unstable. But now I feel very stable and I feel like balanced now, so I can get back with the readings now. So, okay, thanks. Thank you, Natalie, for joining. And Kevin, I think you're sleeping. I'll try to do the videos more earlier. Just I was so busy today, but yeah, I did Oracle. I did our Oracle reading too, on Friday, so you can take a look at that too. It should be on the playlist. So like if you go on the main page, and then how to explain it. So like if you go on the main page on the Divine Intuition website, there is a playlist below the trailer video, which just says live stream weekly tarot full moon readings. You can just go down on the first one that says Oracle card readings relaxing. So that's just a video that I did. Like if you just want to like chill and relax and like listen to nice Oracle reading messages, because I feel like Oracle cards are so like gentle and they're so like relaxing, and they're so like poetic, and so like when you listen to them, you feel like there is like very strong divine messages in them too. Like I respect Oracle cards. I love them a lot, right? But there is like a sense of poetry in them, and the sense of like guidance that are kind of beyond the tarot. So, but yeah, it's up to you if you want to go there. I put the timestamps there too. So if you guys want to go see that video, it's right there. So you can watch it. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, guys. So thank you for joining. Thanks, Natalie, for joining. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this weekly reading of November 29th to December the 3rd. And I'll see you guys in my next video, in my next live stream. So I'm going to try to do this every weekend. And I'll try to do Oracle readings every Friday. So I'll try my best to stick with that. So, oh yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining. And I'll try to do more like readings like this too with other people too after the weekly reading. So, all right, guys. Bye. Have a great one. See you next week. Peace.